Um, well, thank you for helping with my project. Could you say a little bit about yourself?
Um, well, uh, first of all, I think that your project is quite amazing. I think that to have like a time capsule about this moment is great. I mean, it's cool. So to not to consume your time speaking, um, s- I think that what is going on with the moon interest and the Mars interest um, are going to be a milestone in our human generation. I think that they are going to define the basis for the new technologies more focus on a way to be cleaner than what they are right now, to to develop process that will use less raw materials that are not recoverable, like the water, for example, or it could be copper, etc. And the the waste from the product or the service, I'm going to be more like, I think that it could be like an introduction about it.
Yeah,
um
yeah, no, it's definitely going to be an amazing time. I mean, I feel like this is the decade of space exploration development really getting started.
yes, indeed.
But I was noticing that you had actually participated in Project Possum.
Yes, in 2019.
And can you talk a little bit about that experience? What was that like, and what did you do? And
Of course. It was strange. Just to give some context, in Chile we don't have a space agency. It's hard to try to imagine yourself to be like a candidate astronaut or a candidate scientific astronaut, or a civilian astronaut candidate, etc. It's hard to like to dream about it because we don't have the options and we don't have like the opportunities, anything. So when I got this scholarship in 2019, it was like a very a personal milestone in my life. I mean, it just changed my whole life, to be honest. I just wanted to work, to get money, to get paid, to travel around the world, etc. But after that experience specifically, I just got like my motivation to go into space themes, about technologies, about the physical changes, the mind stress because of the activities, the environment. How does it feel to be like alone in the International Space Station? We have the pandemic situation this year, so like we know already what it feels like. But in an strange environment, it feels strange, and I like that risk and that challenge. And well, with Possum, it's filled with amazing people with a lot of experience. They have a different visions, a different cultures. They are not only from United States and Chile, they are from around the world too. So we have different visions and perceptions on the benefits and the use of the countries and their main like productions of cervix, like in Chile is the copper and the lithium. So like what how we can support the different space missions. And well, let's close the context already. And so in 2019 I went to United States, to Orlando, Florida, and I had like a training from different well uh, areas. It is the use of a space suite for intravehicular activities. I'm sorry. using Don and Dove, that is putting your suit on and taking your suit off, doing some activities, basic movement with the suit on, with the three atmospheres inside you because of the pressure of the air, to communicate using like the communication system, because you can like speak. You don't have, it's not like to use a t-shirt or something, it's just like a big suite, so you can like move so comfortable. It's an strange sensation, but it was amazing. After the G-force, the positive, the negative, the zero G-force, or the zero gravity, they are amazing. Like the sensation, how your physical body and and the stress that this activity gives to you is amazing. And of course, it's like it gives you like, it's a mix of fear, of challenge, of unknown, with of course the adrenaline of the, well, I'm living this, I have this, I'm living, I'm yes, yeah, I'm living this situation. It's me between, I don't know, 3,000 candidates that were pursuing the scholarship, and only I got selected. It's like strange, so it's hard to process, but that's it. And after that, the interviews with Winston Scott, an astronaut from NASA. It was also interesting to hear, to listen to someone who went to space twice, who did special walks, and so it's like, it's so much, it's so intense that even it's harder to me to explain it in Spanish, and it's more harder to me to explain it in English. But this gave to me the all the energy and interest into space stuff, into this surprise from 2020 and 2021, that is what, like, well, we have the pandemic, and so what else we have, and well, SpaceX appeared with the first space flight in in May, I think. In May 2020, we have the Space Dragon crew members that went to the International Space Station. We have this year, in February, that we had the three launches to Mars from NASA, from China, and the other one was from, well,
Uh,
I can't
the
remember right now. It was from
uh,
I can't
Un
remember.
United Arab Emirates, UAE.
United. Thank you very much. In Spanish is Arabia Saudita, so it was like hard to make the translation in English. Thank you. So, well, it's a great moment for countries like us, like Chile, that they can go into this, that they can start to develop organizations, corporations, or even governmental interest into an option of, well, we can develop a rover, we can create a Chilean international space station or something like that. But we can support with maybe the wheels. I'm sorry, from the future rover, or we can help with the copper stuff, the lithium use of the, I don't know, the solar panels, etc. So we can be part of this without even thinking about using the expensive amount of money. I mean, 500,000 US to us is like very too much money. So it's an opportunity. It's a step. I mean, we can't like jump from from point A to point B, but we can walk. We can. I mean, yeah, we don't have an space agency, but we can be walking. We can like start the networking with another's or with other organizations. We can like to see the benefits of this, the what are, if we invest in this, if we decide national funds to create a service or products that can work in cooperation with international space agency like NASA, like the Canadian Space Agency, etc. And we can start to develop like a tiny bridge that it can help us to achieve the point B. I think that is, and that is happening right now with all this going on with the moon, with the project Artemis, with the Mars One. It was going to happen in 2032, I think. So we have like everything in general that we will, that we can see that this is our moment. If we just can get it through, we will not be able to go deeper with this. I mean, we will lose our chance, and we will be just like watching and not be part of it. I think like that's the message. I mean, you don't need to be United States, you don't need to be Germany or China or Russia, that are like the main, the leaders or the giants of the space technology and development. But we could be like Japan, that they are doing satellites, and they are working hard also with oh no, no, it was like they were construction and satellites that their raw material, it was wood, that it's kind of strange. So I think that it's like our chances. That is what we want to do at the moment. Um, I'm sorry. I like to speak. I'm sorry. So go ahead, Mr. Nathan.
But I like to listen, so we make a good combination.
Great, great. That's right. That's right.
But you mentioned that you found out, you applied for this scholarship.
Mhm.
Thousands of people applied, and you were selected to go to Florida to be part of Project Possum. Could you talk a little bit about how you found out about this opportunity before you even applied?
Ah, okay. This was strange. I just saw like a post in the website of my university. Well, I was on vacation. I was like 3 weeks before starting the 2018, and the whole semester. So I was like, well, those are my last weeks, and I was like just wasting my time. I'm sorry to say it like that, but I was doing nothing, just expecting my days to go around, etc. Something fun. And then I'm sorry, I'm going to silence my cell phone. It just distracts me. Um, and well, after that, I went to my university to speak about this. I saw something that is once that the deadline was in 15 of March in 2018. So I was like, well, it's like the first week of March, and then I just entered to the post on the website. I mean, I saw it earlier, but I just said it's probably going to ask about my grades or something like that. But when I saw the post, the whole information that is going to be like the first scientist astronaut from Chile, guided by Project Possum, the general director, Jason Ray Mueller, who is in charge of this, and they have like a big experience about this training, analog training, etc. And well, I saw that this was like something important. I mean, it's not like just for the photo or like a travel trip. It was something quite serious. And when I saw the whole documentation, I saw like it's so much. It's a lot. Well, physical exams, psychological exams, about my grades, recommendation letters by three teachers, recommendation letters by the direction who was in charge of the grade of the scholarship. I can't remember right now who, but it's like a lot of things to do. So what I did is in every day I went to do something. I went like one day, okay, physical exams, to analyze eye geometry, my eyes, my function from my body, my heart, how was my physical resistance, everything. Drugs exam too. So I needed to have like everything documented and to be retreat before the deadline. So I was like, oh my god, why I did this? Why I took so long to see the documentation required? And the hardest thing to get, it was the recommendation letter, because my teachers, many of them were weren't working already. I mean, they had a vacation, like a rest for 1 or 2 weeks. So it had the coincidence that it was between those weeks that I was doing the whole documentation process. So I needed to get those recommendation letters through email. In 2018, that wasn't like today, that we can get the whole system is working by online through internet and so on. But at the time, it it was like strange. So I called my teachers, I called my dean, another teacher. I had like five teachers that I asked for the recommendation letter. And even I got the recommendation letter from the department. It was the first one that I got, because they knew me before about something that I need, some activities in English that I've been doing in the past, that I did in the past. I'm sorry. Well, also, I'm so rusty with English. It's been like 1 year and a half that I have not been speaking English. So I'm like so so rusty, but I'm giving my 100%. So I'm trying my best. If something
It's working well.
is okay, thank you. It's so much pressure to make it well, without the experience. But well, I want to keep practicing with my English in the future too. Anyway, that was like the whole trip to get all the documentation. Then I have the interview with with the direction from my university, and then it moved to an interview, like the last step, with the people in charge in Project Possum. So it was strange to be, well, I was 22 years old, and I was so strange to have an interview with in English with three people that they were like postdoctorates in, I don't know, in space research, in space development, in space technologies. And I was like, hey, I'm a civil industrial engineer. That's all. I mean, and I can speak English. I was so like naked be, uh, against them in the interview, but it worked. I mean, like, my personality work, I think. My way to express myself, I think that they are not so fake. I'm trying to always be like 100% honest myself. I don't work, or don't try to make like myself like a lie or something. I don't like that way. So I went through my honest impressions at the moment. At that time, I didn't knew anything about space. because it was in South America. Everything related with space was we usually think about NASA, and it's like NASA and Russia, and that's all. I mean, we don't have anything else. When I got this scholarship, I started to study more, to well, to comprehend better this whole topic of space. And well, it was amazing. I'm sorry. The whole changes that that we expect to know, and what actually I saw in 2018. I mean, yes, I traveled to United States in 2019, but in 2018 it was the whole like online classes. So I was like in meeting with them. Also, well, like a point or something, but uh, Lisa Carson is also from Project Possum. I saw her in the meetings at the moment, and then right now I see her. I mean, I entered to the monthly meetings from Project Possum, and she's there too. So the quality of Project Possum and the whole experience that they give is amazing. I mean, she wants to go to Mars in a couple of years, and I like to be the first Chilean astronaut candidate, at least candidate. So that's it. I mean, that's what the process. It was not so challenging, but I mean, so like a physical test or something, but with only the physical exams about how's or that or condition, it really filtered a lot of people, just because that we don't have like uh, an interest of our body condition. I mean, uh, too much alcohol, smokes, well, and other stuff that I don't want to mention in this time capsule. But yes, we don't protect, or we don't treat. Oh my god, the pronunciation. We don't care too much about our body. That's what I wanted to say.
And so I guess out of the thousands of people that applied to Project Possum, um, why do you think your application was selected over the others?
I think that the interview make like the gap between me and the others uh, appliance, because my way to speak about the interview was like so honest in terms of, for example, I explained to them that I wasn't interested into the space themes, because to me it was like to be a child dreaming about to be an astronaut. I mean that I was like, it's impossible to me to be an astronaut. So to me is why I'm going to waste my time thinking about that, if I can just earn money and travel around the world. I think that other appliance went more about the like what they can do about, like, well, I am, I don't know, a technician, for example, and I can develop satellites, for example. And I think that that kind of vision, my vision was more like, well, he knows nothing about space, but he can be molded to understand the space. I mean, he can get that motivation, because my past motivation about the money, it was so poor that it could be easily changed. And well, they got it. I mean, I really like space now. I'm into it. Um, and in comparison with the others that have like um, already like an idea of what they wanted to do, and not like, well, you just first of all get the experience, get involved with us, and then like you start to develop yourself. Because if you see like, well, you have the potential or the abilities to develop something, maybe you will not be so comfortable with us, you will not like work with us, you will be like using this like a it could be like a bridge for something else. But we, the project possum doesn't want people that want that. They want people who wants to get involved and who wants to use the name of Project Possum for good behavior and for projects in United States, in my case in Chile, and to start to develop a network and space networking, specifically with civilians and not with only military interest between them. It's just like a civilian interest about the space, organizations, corporation, etc., etc. That is like I think that it was the difference between me and the others.
And is this a yearly program or was this like kind of a one-time thing?
And this is a program that is actually open twice per year. You can go ahead with the different programs. You can also go deeper into some programs too, like for example, EVA 101, 102, 103, and 4, that they are like a specialization about that theme in particular. I mean, also you can go through, well, through a different training like the one that I had, but I can go deeper with it. I can go deeper and deeper and deeper, and to develop new skills about this, more than just technical skills. It goes more into practical skill, into go ahead and do something, use this, practice on underwater with your suite, with your space suite. I don't know, go ahead, use the flight simulation, the hypoxia chamber, and it's like to place yourself into those situations. Go ahead and suffer. Well, and suffer. So that's it. And well, it's twice per year for those who wants to be a civilian astronaut candidate from Project Possum. Once in March, I think, and the other one is in October or September. I'm not sure.
And the scholarship for people in Chile is available both of those times every year.
No, I'm sorry. That was the unique chance that the people had in my university. I tried to create like a second scholarship to have someone to work with. I mean, well, I have that new vision. I want someone else that can support me to work together and create proposals for the university, schools, and even for our society in general. So I tried, but it wasn't enough.
Um, I would be willing to help you.
Really?
Absolutely.
It could be great. Actually, I have like a lot of things in my mind, but it's hard to. It's hard to start to develop something with the big. We have a so hard wall to break about our misconception or misunderstanding about what we can do in space. I think that's the key. I tried with some presentations, speech, etc., in schools, in my university, trying to motivate them to go deeper. Like science is for everyone. It's not like just for people from United States. No, no, no. Chile can be part of it. We have the copper, we have the lithium, we have so lot history records about scientists, Chilean scientists. I'm sorry, the view and the perception, how to support not only into space themes but in general. from virus, from diseases, from technology, communication, etc. So we have a Chilean quality that is unique, but it's so hard to believe that it feels like they are like I don't know, a diamond between rocks. And I want to say, I want to motivate them that everyone is a diamond. We are different. We are not for the same thing. We are not for space. We are not to work into an organization. Maybe you can be your entrepreneur. You can go with your entrepreneurship. You can go with your research, and that's how can you give to the world something. It could be like the copper mask that they were developed here in Chile too, those copper protection masks. So it's like we have the raw materials, we have the quality. Our problem is here, is in our minds. So that is what I'm working to. Um, but it will be great. It will be great to come with you, Nathan, because well, Mr. Nathan, I'm sorry, because um, people from outside have a different perception of the things, and that is what I like to mention to.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of see the opportunity to both expand the minds of people here and to expand the minds of people there. Um, you know, I mean, at the very simplest, trying to figure out how to take a program like Project Possum and just at least having a scholarship per year on a regular basis so it's predictable, that could be beneficial. But then also kind of having maybe programs where groups of people from Chile could come to the US, visit the Johnson Space Center, see mission control and where the astronauts train, go to, the Kennedy Space Center, see the rocket launches and the rockets.
It could be
Um,
great.
and then people from the US going to Chile, getting to see the Abercrombie Desert, what is it called? Um,
The Atacama Desert.
Atacama Desert, yeah. And
Yeah,
then
the Atacama Desert.
also the telescopes that are part of the European
Yes,
Southern Observatory. And then,
yes.
I do you know Loreto? She is the vice president of the Chilean Space Association.
Who? I'm sorry.
Loreto. Um, I could give you her last name. Hold on just a second.
Yes.
Loretta Moraga.
Yes, yes. She's part from the like the Chilean Space Association. It will be called that. I'm a member too of that. She gave to me the link for this interview too.
Oh, fantastic. I I need 1,390 more people like y'all. So if you know more people, that would be helpful.
Yes, I think that I can like share this project for into space things. I can like, well, I'm going to try to share with people that I know that to make this happen to. So don't worry. But
But I definitely want to come visit Chile. Oh, you must also know Izzy as well.
easy,
Um,
easy de las casas del campo,
yes,
something
exactly.
like that.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yes. I saw her on the WhatsApp chat group, but physically I don't know her yet.
Okay. Okay. Um, yeah. So tell me, so you have this interest in space. You want to be the first Chilean astronaut candidate. Do you see that being as part of a new Chilean space program, or do you see that as being like some type of augmented, um, NASA or Canadian or European Space Agency program, or how do you see that working out?
If it's working, it's going smoothly, but like so smoothly, with all the interest into space stuff, to start to develop programs, and to show interest. I mean, they are working with the airspace airspace, I'm sorry, the Air Force, about a national center to process, well, the information for national satellites built here in Chile. So that could be a good step, but it's still from the Air Force. I don't know if you know what I mean, but we don't have, or we don't have the representations from the common people, like me, the professional from university, etc., that we still don't have someone that can be our backup or place to go. I mean, the space agency is actually the bridge for the civilian people with the military people, and it's just like the common place where we can go, we can share projects, vision, interest, even startups, etc. I mean, that's like the fabric for the raw material in those places. But this project is just focused with the interest of the Air Force, and we don't have like the the bridge to go there. I mean, we can, but we will have the like this whole, um, like filters related with the Air Force, and not like the space agency, that it will be our place to focus more into the Air Force and the civilians interest, like, I don't know, scholarships to achieve your master, for example, and to develop new skills. This is not going to happen at the moment. I think that is what we need to develop right now. We need a space agency. We don't need to create a place to launch, to be a launch site for our own rocket. We just need somewhere to have to lean on. I mean, yes, I need this place because I can search here jobs into space themes, or I can search for scholarships into a space themed related area. That is what I do want to, that things is like we need to work with. This is an interesting step, but we need the space agency to include into those tiny and smoothly steps to go there, and this, and let the civilians to be part of, and not to be thinking about, well, I need to go to the Air Force to be 100% focused into a space thing. That is like my own vision of this, what is going on with Chile right now.
Now, I understand that Chile is actually working on creating a new constitution this year.
Yes, it's working with the constitution that is going to be, we are going to select or the people that will be in charge of the new constitute, in 11 and 12 of April this year, like in 1 month.
And does how does like space and international cooperation and all of these items get talked about or thought about, like science and education and research, like what is the sort of the thinking around that? Is that seen as being like a key strategic area for Chile, or is it really focused on maybe more the historical industries like the mining and I mean, like what are, if you were to go and look at most of the Chileans, what is the thing that they're most thinking about or worried about or wanting to change?
Well, it's like they want to change everything, so it's strange. But a list from some candidates, because they are like a lot of candidates. um I've like there's no interest into the space theme. I mean, they are more focused into the public health. They are interested into the education, the primary education up to the university education. And they are focused on, well, some internal issues like the water and more stuff because of the mining. And they usually use the water from another places, not from the ocean. So it usually, it not always, but sometimes dry those places. So it's like we have like that situation. And many people was talking about like to change those things. I'd like to be I have the hope, I think, that it will be considered this the space like in at least two phrases in the new constitution. But the facts are others, sadly. And that is also because of the wall that I was talking about earlier, about like, well, space is from outside. Even Argentina has an space agency, Peru has an space agency. It's why we can't have an space agency, even if it's only the name, but we need it. We need that. It's just like, I don't know. It's like our place to go. It's like a park. We need that place to be our vector, to be that meeting point. That is, but that about the space agency is not a theme, sadly, by the candidates of the creator of the new constitution. Is not, it's not important.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. You're like, you almost just need a designated point of contact to
Yeah,
build and to focus the attention around. It doesn't have to be anything big. It just needs to be
exactly.
the official point of contact, and then kind of allows for you and Loretto and Izzy and NASA and European Space Agency to kind of interact with. Um,
Yes, that's what I think that we should develop. It's just like a place to go, to search for job opportunity in Chile or outside, to search for scholarships, to develop better skills, and to have a networking like us in this moment, like to speak with someone who has a different perception of space, theme related area, and etc., and how their country um, created, or I don't know, is using the benefits of these space technologies. I mean, some common some codes right now, like the Wi-Fi connection, if I am right, it was created into the International Space Station. Also, like the sport clothes using poly, well, I don't know the name in English, but it's like we usually use in our sports looking suite. um is always it's also made by the International Space Station needs. I mean, this whole competition saw a lot of problems that, and they started to develop technologies, and that technology is right now a benefit for us as a civilian, and not even an astronaut candidate or an astronaut or something. I mean, for the common people, it's a benefit, and we need to ensure that in Chile we can also get that. I mean, what kind of benefit the space agency can bring to the Chilean, in the north zone, in the center zone, and in the south zone? How they can get, and how they can use for our common people that they don't want to get involved with this, but we want to make their lives better using technology, using nature to make a good and a positive mix with them, and not to override one of them. It usually happens with the science fiction books or films, that they shows like this world with only with the great colors. We don't have nature. It's just like a great plain color. So it's kind of metallic world. I don't want that. I want a mix. I think that Japan uh, is working with that right now, and it's something that we can work with, because we never expect, maybe, to see a satellite using the raw materials from woods. I mean, yeah, they have their electrical wires and connections and stuff, but the whole structure is from wood. So it's an interesting mix that we can use into another technologies. Why not in the future? Maybe a car can be done using more nature process, instead of only using steel, or I don't know, aluminum, titanium, I think that is pronounced, and etc. I mean, we can get that mix to also break that kind of wall of the fears of the technology, and or the fears of the elimination of the nature that we have here in Chile, that is extremely it's big, because we have seven microclimates. So it's amazing. We have in the north, we have the desert weather. We have then like a desert weather, but not so dry. Then we have a more refresh place, and etc. So that's it. That is the key point at the moment, that we need to see that, we need to engage that, and we need to try to break and to work with it. It's just like, well, right now that space technology and your future son, your future donor, etc. But if you want to work with us, you will also need this kind of skills, and that's the way that they need to move, to start to develop and to go deeper. It's just like with me, that scholarship was like a big step, but then it's just like I think I'm at the roof of the place, because I can't keep moving if I don't get the support. And the Chilean Space Association, um, it's in it is located in Santiago, and I am from Iquique, in the north zone. I mean, I'm like 2 hours and a half from the Atacama Desert. So I'm so close to that place, and we can use it. I mean, I want to build an astronaut center training. Where? In the Atacama Desert. I want to make a technological testing place. Where? In the Atacama Desert. What will bring to Chile? It's so easy that it will bring knowledge, experience, job opportunities, and networking for future projects that can be created here in Chile, but it can be supported by foreign organizations or space agencies. That will be a perfect place that needs to be not controlled, but supervised. It was the correct word. Supervised by the space agency. If we don't have the space agency, a center, it will be working by itself, and it will once again fall on what the common mistakes that we have in Chile, that everything goes to Santiago. and it just falls there. It's just like a black hole. Everything goes to Santiago de Chile, and the extreme zones, the extreme cities, I'm sorry, like Iquique or Puerto Montt, that we are in the opposite extremes of the country, we don't get anything. So that's why I also like to create this, but we need this the to get supervised by the space agency. We can just create it to invest a lot of money and to be like working by itself. It that cannot happen. That it happens with Alma too. Alma works so well, and it's so desired by foreign people from outsiders that want to use that for research. But in Chile, we don't use it. In Chile, we don't have like an, any kind of use in terms of benefits, in terms of like stop and study astronomy, because we have the better astronomical place to watch the stars, for example. But that doesn't happen. So it feels like we have um, a worldwide renew, and we don't use it. What do we need to get? A Nobel Prize? I don't know. We need someone like Elon Musk to invest thousand and thousand and thousand of Chilean pesos to create an operation center. I mean, what we are waiting for? That is my question.
I think I know the answer.
What is the answer, please?
We're waiting on you.
Oh, that was unexpected. To be honest, I think I thought that you wanted to speak about the association, the Chilean Space Association, but well, that was a really good answer. To be honest, you I am speechless. That I think so.
Um,
Well,
do you know about
that's what
Rocket?
I'm working for with it.
Have you heard of a company
Hmm?
called Rocket Labs?
Rocket Labs. I think that I heard about it while I was in Project Possum, but not here in Chile.
It's
What is
a
it about?
it's a company that started in New Zealand that is able to
Okay.
launch satellites. They created rockets to launch satellites. And what amazes me is who would think that New Zealand would be able to
Yeah.
create a private rocket company that could launch, satellites. I mean, in my mind, that changes everything. I mean, it's just like that goes to show that you really can do it any place in the world. I think. I
Yes.
mean, maybe I don't know enough about New Zealand, but in my mind, Chile and New Zealand are about the same size of countries,
Yes. We're like cousins.
like cousins. Yes.
Well, I think that I'm going to. I know. I know that Mr. Sahir Ali. He worked in New Zealand in 2018, and then well, I know him because I had like some project that I applied to 2018 or to 2017. Oh, well, I have like a complete mess with the years, but anyway, I know him, and well, he has a great vision too. He has a lot of experience, and he explained to me that he worked with the Christchurch space program, and that the city uh, proposed to the minister of, I don't know, let's call it science, because they have like different names. So I'm not going to lie about that. I don't know the specific name, but he created the whole proposal working with the Christchurch professional and interest about this. So I think, well, if Christchurch can go with it, why it can't be Iquique, and why it can be created by someone like me that it was born in Iquique, that it really likes Iquique, not only because of, I don't know, the people or the place. I just want to boost the education quality in Iquique, and I'd like to create uh, a new job opportunity that it can be linked with the space things. I mean, yes, you can think to work with mining, with retail, that you can go to work to an hospital, your own entrepreneurship. Go ahead, but you can also go to space. You can also give to an astronaut, I don't know, soccer that is built with copper and I don't know what else, and it gives them smoothly heat into their feet, a smoothly heat sensation, something like that. I mean, you can have products that can be launched to space, that can go to the International Space Station, can go to the moon, to the project Lunar Gateway in, well, I think that is going to start soon, and even to Mars. You can see maybe your sock that you created years ago in Mars. So that is like I want to create on the youngers. I want to create that kind of motivation for them.
Yeah, I mean it's start small and keep growing. It's like
Exactly, exactly.
well,
So,
I have a question. Have you heard of Dear Moon?
dear moon, yes, from the Japanese guy that is searching for crew members for their trip to the moon. Actually, I don't know the date, but I've heard about dear moon.
Did you sign up?
Of course,
Okay,
of
that's
course.
the
I
important part.
expect to be the one of the 8 members to go to the moon. It will be an honor to me, to my country, to my city. Well, it's hard because we are not against 3,000 people. We speak about millions and millions of people, but I really think that I can go with at least to reach to the interview. I hope that. I think no, I'm not hope. I mean, I believe that I can go to the interview, that I can like show to them what do I know, what do I know. So I'm sorry, my motivation, my energy with this. I mean, it's Chile is a place where you can get frustrated faster, but if you can have the like your mental strength to keep going, and keep going, you can achieve uh, big goals here. I mean, it's a place of opportunities, but like the difference with United States is like here you will suffer a lot. You will have like to break a wall, to break a wall, to keep moving, keep climbing that mountain, go, 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 go. And maybe what you can do in United States in 5 years, it will take like 10 to 15, but it can happen. I mean, Chile is a place that um, revolution ideas can go on, can can be done.
And it sounds really amazing. Well, I really appreciate your time. I probably should let you go. But we should stay in contact and figure out um, some ways that we can help each other because I'd like to see. I would like to come to Chile and see the Atacama Desert and the Aba and just everything. And there's got to be some way um, to figure out ways for people in both our places to help each other.
Yes, I think that it will be great. I'm from the north zone of Chile, so we have all the places closer, because Chile is so long that those trips are long too. I mean, hours in a car to go from Iquique to Antofagasta, which is Alma located, for example. So it's a long trip, but maybe I can like guide you. Maybe it will be easy to Lorena will be there too. So it will be like an interesting place to be to organize a meeting. I've been thinking about to add you in LinkedIn if you want, or
Yes.
to change numbers if you want, like to have a more active conversation. I
Yes,
leave it to
that'd be
you.
good
I
too.
don't know, what do you prefer?
Both.
Both? Okay.
Why choose?
um, well, exactly that. Once again, the vision from the people outside, it's better than mine, as you can see.
Well, great. Well, I'll email you my phone number, and yeah, we could connect on LinkedIn as well.
Yeah, I'm going to add you right now at LinkedIn. I have like
Oh,
entering
awesome.
to, yes, because if time goes on, it's good. It's just going to be delayed and delayed and delayed. It depends. A lot
Yeah, it's
of
a
could be
it
a
it's
lot.
a it's the same way in my world. You have to do it while you're thinking about it. Otherwise, something. Oh, um, let's see. It's the one Gadget Nate. So, um, in Houston, Texas. I'm not sure that helps you any.
In Texas. In
Yeah.
Texas.
Yep. Houston,
Okay.
Texas. I work for a company called
Okay.
Anaplan.
Houston.
Maybe I
Enaplan
can.
Model Performance Team
That's
Manager.
me. That's me.
Okay. Okay. I sent to you the well, it's going to reach you the notification. Well, my name is Felipe Suazo Gonzalez, as you can see here in my name. It's the same in LinkedIn, so I have like my mother's last name to make like the difference, because my photo is with the split from Possum, so it's not going to be so hard to recognize me. And well, in chat, I will give you my phone number to speak about this, and to give a more detail of my ideas that I like to work with in maybe in May or around May, depending on, well, this whole situation of the coronavirus.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. Yeah, June, July, and August we have summer break here, so I was thinking about going someplace then, but I think it's winter down there, right? In June, it's winter in your place.
Yes, it will be winter here.
How cold is it?
Yeah, it's not so cool. It's
Okay.
not so cool. I mean, in Iquique, you can have just a jacket and it's on. You don't need like a scarf or something. It will be strange. The weather in the north of Chile is good. In Santiago, is it's kind of mixed. It just go rainy. It just go like sometimes it's that is worse. That is so bad, the weather conditions. But Atacama Desert is going to be great. Alma is going to be great, and the other one that is located in the fourth region is also going to be good for tourism. It only relies on the condition of the coronavirus. I think that if it gets more controlled a little bit, I think that you will have no problems coming here, and well, to have a meeting with the Chilean Association members, well, the Chilean Space Association members and stuff. It would be great if you can come here. if you can like maybe speak about this, maybe in my university if it's possible, and to show to the new people, to the to newcomers, about the possibilities, not only to think about get money or get paid, but to think about science, or to get paid but work into a space team, not only to a mining industry, to I don't know, retail, etc. I think that it could be great too, because to me right now it's hard. I mean, I need to get a lot of support, but if they see you that you speak in English, that it's also like attractive to the people here in Chile to hear someone who speaks in English. It's And so it will be attractive, a good opportunity to try to tell them what I've been trying to motivate them, and to create like to to oh my god, to settle the basis of what the projection needs, goes on. I mean, what do they need to do right now to go into an space project, for example, a university space project, a professional space project, or a scholar space project.
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe even to have some tangible uh, accomplishment, like a CubeSat or uh,
It
you
will be
know,
great.
something like that. Yeah.
Yes,
Well, we're connected now on LinkedIn. I sent you my phone number so we could get connected on WhatsApp as well.
great,
And
great, great.
it was so good to meet you today. And I look forward to staying in touch.
Yes, I hope that we can be in touch a lot. I think that we have a lot in common. Well, take care. I hope that your project goes well. It's a very interesting idea. So I'm going to try to support you, sharing this link or your website, so they can move with their like, they can go and organize a meeting with you, because at least from my side, I'm so grateful to have this interview. It was amazing to meet you. So
And same,
it's good.
I feel the same way. And your experience with Project Possum, it sounds like it had a big impact on you. And like you said, if we can have other people in Chile who have a similar experience, that might start providing a community of people with this interest,
Exactly.
and together maybe figure out a path.
Exactly. That I think that it will be a good way to do this, because one person is hard to make a big change, but when it's working by a group that is like, well, maybe it will start with 10 persons, but it will be like 20, 30, 100 people there. It will be great. It will be like, well, something's going on. Like the politician will see that, we should listen what they are asking for, and that will be a great step.
I look forward to seeing it happen. Well, Felipe, I'll talk to you later, and it was good to talk to you today.
Okay, Nathan. Thank you very much. Take care.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.